The Yukaghir, or Yukagir, are a people in East Siberia, living in the basin of the Kolyma River. Geographic distribution. The tundra Yukagirs live in the lower Kolyma region in the Sakha Republic, the taiga Yukagirs in the upper Kolyma region in the Sakha Republic and in Srednikansky district of Magadan Oblast. By the time of Russian colonization in the 17th century, the Yukaghir tribal groups occupied territories from the Lena River to the mouth of the Anadyr River. The number of the Yukagirs decreased between the 17th and 19th centuries due to epidemics, internecine wars and Tsarist colonial policy. Some of the Yukagirs have assimilated with the Yakuts, Evens, and Russians. Currently, Yukagirs live in the Sakha Republic and the Chukotka Autonomous Okrug of the Russian Federation. According to the 2002 census, the total number was 1,509 people, up from 1,112 recorded in the 1989 census. According to the latest 2001 all-Ukrainian census, 12 Yukagirs are living in Ukraine. Only 2 of them indicated Yukaghir as the native language. For the remaining others it is Russian, and for one it is some other tongue. Origin. Genetics. Genetically, Yukagirs have 31% of parental haplogroup CM217, which is dominant among Mongolian and Evenk-Tungusic peoples. Sub-ethnic groups. The 13 tribes that constituted the Yukaghir group are the Vajul Ale, Odal, Chalvan, Anatsul, Lavran, Oliban, Omok, Punjin, Kodines, Koromoy, Shoromboy, Yandan, Yandia. The surviving 3 tribes of the Odal of Nelimno, the Vajul of Andriushkino and the Chalvan of the Anadyr River area. Of the extinct groups, the most important were the Kodines, the Anatsul, and the Omok. Sometimes the Chalvan are considered a separate tribe. The Chalvansi language has been extinct since the early 20th century. In 2002, 1,087 identified themselves as Chalvan compared to more than 1,300 in 1989. The Vajul are mainly involved in reindeer herding while the Odal are mostly hunter-gatherers. The Vajul are also known as Tundra Yukaghir. The Odal are also known as Taiga Yukaghir or Kolyma Yukaghir. The Vajul and Odal languages are as different as German is from Dutch. Both are nearing extinction, and Odal is in a much weaker state compared to Vajul. In the 1989 census, more than 700 of the Yukagirs identified as Vajul, while fewer than 400 were Odal. The Yukaghir are one of the oldest peoples in northeastern Asia. Originally they lived over a huge territory from Lake Baikal to the Arctic Ocean. By the time of the first encounter with Russians, Yukaghir were divided into 12 tribes with around 9,000 people. The Yukagir ethnonym is Odal or Vajul, which means mighty. Tribal divisions among the Yukaghir are fading now, although in every census from 1926, significant number of tribesmen identified themselves with tribal divisions like Anatsul, Odal and Vajul rather than describing themselves as Yukaghir. The Soviet government actively discouraged this tendency, and now only the most elderly identify this way. In the 2002 census, out of the 1,509 Yukagirs, 51 identified themselves as Omok, 40 as Ale, 21 as Odal, 17 as Vajul, 6 as Kangite and 4 as detkilь. Clan system. The head of every clan was an elder or Ligi Shomarok. His was the final word in all aspects of life. Hunting leaders were Kangich and war leaders were Tanbaya Shomarok. Women and teenagers had equal voices with men. The internal life of the community was under the control of the older women. The decisions in those matters were indisputable. In the beginning of every summer, all clans gathered together for the common celebration, Sakadzabi, where mutual Yukagir questions were discussed. In the Yakut-Saka Republic there are 3 nomadic extended family communities. These are Chila in Nizhny-Kolimsk district, Tekyardyulik in Verkhny-Kolimsk district, and Yukagir in Ust-Yansk district. The head of Yukagir is II. Tomsky. The community's main activities are deer hunting and fishing. Chila is the biggest of the 3. Its head is S.I. Kurilov. They have 4,000 domesticated reindeers, 200 horses, and 20 cows. The community also hunts deer and polar foxes. There is also a shop where traditional skin and fur garments are made. The head of Tekyardyulik is N.I. Shalugin. The base is the village of Nelemno. This community is in the most difficult situation, due to the creative interpretation of various perestroika and privatization laws by the local and district administration and so-called businessmen. The community has lost all the reindeer, cows and even part of its land. All they have left are about 50 horses. They have no money for supplies for hunting and fishing. 80% of all adult population is de facto unemployed. The highest forum for Yukagir is the all-people gathering, Suktul, culture. The main traditional activity is nomadic and semi-nomadic hunting of deer, moose, wild sheep, and sable, as well as fishing. Reindeer are bred mostly for transportation. The decline of traditional economic activities, the horrible environmental situation of the Yukagir's traditional lands and waters, and the absence of local and federal laws and executive mechanisms protecting indigenous peoples, have all resulted in a dreadful situation for Yukagir communities. Average lifespan for men is 45 years, and 54 years for women. Child mortality is the highest in the Yakut-Saka Republic. Language: the Yukagir languages are a small language family of 2 closely related languages, Tundra Yukagir and Kolyma Yukagir. They are unclassified languages. Their origin and relation to other languages are unknown. Some scholars consider them distantly related to the Uralic languages, but this classification is not accepted by the majority of specialists in Uralic linguistics. The languages are regarded as seriously endangered. Most of the Yukagirs at present speak Yakut and Russian. Religion: alongside Russian Orthodox beliefs, Yukagir still practice shamanism. The dominant cults are ancestral spirits, the spirits of fire, sun, hunting, earth, and water. The spirits can act as protectors and as enemies of people. The highest is the cult of Sun, the highest judge in all disputes. The spirits of the dead go to Ibidzi, where they are continually watching and helping. Every clan had a shaman, Alma. After death every shaman was treated as a deity. The body of the dead shaman was dismembered and kept by the clan as relics.